Another button.
Okay, no.
Alright, we're good.
Start recording video.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Alright. So what's this Saturday night?
Purim.
Okay, so what does that mean? What's this
That
Saturday?
means that we're gonna have a lot of fun.
We're gonna read the Megillah.
So let's go around the table and let's one. When you think of Purim, what do you think of?
I think
Esther. Why?
because she was
Cool. Alright, and is that meaningful to you? Like, how is
my grandma is born on Purim.
that? Cool. No, it's good stuff. Alright, what else do we got?
I think of Matanot Lebanon because I think it's very special and important to give things around
Cool. Alright. So we have Esther, Queen Esther, Matanot Lebanon.
I think the Megillah, because that's the main point, one of the main points of the whole holiday. We read it in the morning and at
Yeah,
night.
you're reading our video.
And are you reading the
Yeah.
Megillah?
And I think reading the Megillah.
So what?
Practical.
Why do you connect? Do you connect to the Megillah at all?
Yeah, because it's just like we all know the story from like our childhood of like the king and queen and Mordecai and Esther and everything. But when you like read the Megillah, you can really find like a new meaning to it, and you actually like get some new details, and you see how Hashem's not in there, it's hidden.
Yeah. So what's the deal with Hashem being in the Megillah? What's up with that?
It's
Yeah, but what does that mean?
You're doing great. Like I don't know. For me, every time, every year, I just find like a new step in the Megillah every time I read it. So like I feel like every time I read it, like I find a different dimension and different like aspect of God in the Megillah that is not mentioned.
Awesome.
I think it shows that we don't see God working, but He is there.
Definitely there.
So it's seeing God within the seemingly concealed way in which it's seeing God in the hidden.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Like He's there, but we can't see Him.
Awesome. So Purim is a very special holiday because I believe it's actually one of the most relatable. For me personally, because I'll talk about it for me. When I think of Purim, I think of a relatable relationship with God for that very reason. The fact that, when it comes to Pesach, I understand how, we were redeemed, but I wasn't there. What I can experience and celebrate on Purim is the hidden miracles that exist in all of our lives. It's just a matter of perspective. It's a matter of connecting the dots and counting our blessings and saying, wow, you know what? As much as there is evil and bad in our lives, nothing is perfect. However, we stop and appreciate some of the wonderful things and just see God within the hidden and maybe reveal another dimension every year. I think it's really special thing. And also you can be cross-dressed or do whatever you want.
Yeah.
No, but there's just a lot of it's just very relatable. It's one of the more and it's very sad that a lot of more secular Jews don't really celebrate Purim. Like it's always Yom Kippur, Yom Kippur, Yom Kippur. Like, why isn't Yom Kippur? Purim should just be. In fact, they say that Yom Kippur is a Yom Kippurim.
We just learned that yesterday.
Right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Tell us. You just told us. Yom Kippur is a Yom Kippurim. Okay. Wait. Next topic.
Because they're both happy days.
Yeah.
Yom Kippur is like usually looked at as like a sad day of repentance, but it's a happy day. It's like we're renewing. God is giving us a new chance to start again, start fresh.
How about you, Ariel?
I feel the same way.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's just, so the rabbi here gave us a bunch of little things. Let's open up the sheet. So, Ben, you want to start with the times?
Time, sure. Purim is preceded by the fast of Esther, which begins at the dawn of the 13th of Adar and continues until nightfall. When the 13th is on Shabbat, the fast of Esther is observed on the preceding Thursday. It is forbidden to eat and drink on this day. One may, however, wash and wear leather shoes.
Okay, so what's this year? What
This Thursday.
This Thursday. Tomorrow. So that means no coffee tomorrow morning. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, I get information. A friend of mine is going very shortly to Iran, formerly known as Persia for us.
Ariel, move.
What's wrong with me?
Mordecai and Esther, and
It
spent
means
Purim
you also.
with Iranian Jewish community, and he is 5 letter words. Clean. They don't let Americans out necessarily. But he's young.
Were you friends? How did they know that Mordecai and Esther buried there?
What kind? Iranian friends who came with photographs and amazing, and the Muslims worship it. Then Mark and Esther are Hashim people. So you Jews are going there now, but it's very they were rent. Many the government has said to Americans, you love the American Jews to come and visit their relatives, and a number have not been allowed out. Most have. A number were held for many months. So it's not a good thing.
I would not recommend that. Okay, fine. So that's the thing. All right. Sarah, let's go.
In unwalled cities, Purim is celebrated on the 14th of Adar from night to night.
All right. So give me an example of a walled and an unwalled city.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is a
Walled city.
So in Jerusalem, that means that what happened?
It's celebrated on the 15th of Adar.
On the 14th. So you can technically have 2 days of Purim if you're outside of Yerushalayim. Then you go to Yerushalayim, inside. You have 2 back-to-back days of total party. Right?
After that.
Awesome. Okay. So let's skip. Okay. So now,
they only
the reading of the scroll. Okay. Sharon, we're on this page. So we're at reading of the scroll of Esther. Okay.
The scroll of Esther is
No, you go.
Yeah, Sarah. The scroll of Esther is read publicly in the evening and on the morning of Purim.
Okay, so what's with the deal with publicly reading it? What's the
So everyone has to hear it.
why?
So
Pursue Nisa.
everyone gets to
Where else do we have Pursue Nisa? Hanukkah. Why? What's the difference between Hanukkah and Purim, Ben?
What's the difference?
Yes.
They're a different holiday.
Aside from them, very good. Aside from them being different
Alright.
holidays.
Well, in Purim we actually have to read something and have people hear it, or we have to hear something.
I'll give you. The nature of the threat was very different. What's the difference between what was the difference between the threat of Purim and the threat of Hanukkah?
Oh. In Hanukkah they were killing us no matter what. In Purim they say that if we convert, it's okay.
Close, but the opposite. Anyone know what's the difference between Hanukkah? Very good though. What's the difference between Hanukkah and Purim in the threat? In terms of threat. What did they want to do on Hanukkah?
Kill us.
Did they? Or they just wanted us to stop from learning?
Okay, so they wanted us to convert.
They wanted to get rid of our spirituality, of our religion. And on Purim, they wanted to annihilate us. So one was a physical threat, and one was a spiritual threat. Okay? So, that's just a side point. So we have, next, Sharon, you can read, read the third one.
The reader in the audience must have intent to fulfill the mitzvah of reading and fulfill the obligation of the blessing before and after.
So what's up with that? Why? In order to be yotzi somebody else, you have to have the proper kavanah. So when Ben, God willing, is going to be doing the Megillah for KJ,
Yes, sir.
KJ, the entire congregation, they are relying on him that he has the proper kavanah, the proper intent to be yotzi all of them. That's a big freaking deal.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Got it.
Okay, Ben, the fourth point.
Fourth point. It is customary to make noise when the name of Haman is mentioned.
Okay, what's up with that?
Why? We don't like he's an evil guy, so we don't want to hear his name even in school.
There's a mitzvah, very good. There's a mitzvah of Chiyat Amalek. Literally, we're supposed to obliterate the name of Amalek. Yet, are we really doing that? Why? Okay, good.
The thing is, we have to hear all the words.
So on the one hand, we have the mitzvah of remembering that which Amalek did to us. But then we also have the mitzvah of obliterating Amalek's name. So, does anyone know why we have these seemingly contradictory mitzvahs or commandments? We have to remember what they did to us, and we have to obliterate their name. Good. So on the one hand, we have to remember what they did, so that we never happens again. But on the other hand, why do we need to always boo and obliterate? Exactly. So we have this like Chazal. So the sages kind of set up this system where we have this awareness, yet we also have the proper attitude towards Amalek. And Amalek, Rav Soloveitchik said, and many others, Amalek is no longer a specific nation. Amalek is a typological human. Amalek exists in every generation. And you guys know about the whole thing with at the end of the Holocaust, the Nuremberg trials. You guys hear about this? Yes, that's a very, very powerful story where Hermann Göring basically knew that was it Göring or it was the head of propaganda for the Der Strömer. Whatever. So basically, they knew that they were Amalek. They knew that they took the form of Amalek. They said Purim Fest 1946 or whatever, 48, whatever it was. And today, ironically, but not so, we have another threat who wants to physically destroy us, Ahmadinejad. And what is Iran? Iran is ancient Persia. Is it we're living the Purim story? No. I'm saying we are reliving we're living in, I know we're in Ramaz and we're in the city and things are beautiful, and I'm not saying that everyone should get freaked out, but know that the Torah is real, and this is real. When we're celebrating on Purim, we have to remember when we read Zachar It Asher Asa Amalek. Yeah. When we remember, when we're content to remember what Amalek did, it's not something that happened a long time ago, but in reality, we're living it, guys. This is the real deal, and it's freaky, but it's very powerful. The Torah is alive. So, okay, we can't read, and it should be with a minute. Okay, Sarah, read prayer.
The prayer Al Hanisim is added in the silent prayer shown to Esrei and brings after me.
Okay, so Al Hanisim. What are we saying in Al Hanisim?
What?
What do we say? What do we say in Al Hanisim?
Can I say it? Al Hanisim.
Yeah, so Al Hanisim. The miracles. Yeah, all the miracles. So even though the miracle of Purim was not overt, it was not public miracle, and we say, what else do we say Al Hanisim? On Hanukkah. So even though they're very different miracles, there's also a whole debate with Hanukkah. Was Hanukkah a public miracle, or was it a private miracle? Explain. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Was it a spiritual or physical miracle?
I'll tell you. It's physical.
Why was it physical?
That it was a physical threat. We were hunted down to be killed. Or not to be killed, but to stop doing certain things.
What was the miracle?
The miracle was, alright, so the miracle was either, or both actually, that we won the war, and that we had some oil.
Okay, so winning the war is what? How would you count it? That's physical. Okay, so would you say that that's a miracle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's debatable. Some people say that winning a war is still a miracle, and other people say that no. A war could be.
I have to classify it. And the other one.
Okay, and what about what's the other? Cool. Sharon, what's the other miracle of Hanukkah? We had military victory. What's the other one, the famous one? Very good. Yeah, the Neirot.
Why are you laughing?
No, there's nothing to laugh about. So very good. The Neirot. So how would you classify the Neirot as is that a miracle, or is it something that can be sort of based on nature? Miracle. Okay. So
It's very possible to happen.
exactly. So we have these like two different chagim, these two different holidays, and they have different dimensions. But both of them have a spiritual element and an element that is more concealed. So that's what we say Al Hanisim. When we say Al Hanisim, we're declaring that Hashem, we recognize and we celebrate the miracles that you do every day in our lives. Okay? Important prayer, Ariel. Point number 2. Very important halacha.
If one says Al Hanisim, one does not repeat the prayer.
Okay, so that's important. If you forget it, don't worry about it. Okay, the Torah is read. Tachanun is not recited. Why is Tachanun not recited? What's Tachanun?
The happy day. Tachanun is repenting.
It's like, oh, sorry God,
It's a happy day. We don't do that.
Okay, perfect. Now we go on to giving gifts to parents. Shloch manot. So Sarah, you said that that's one of your.
No, I said matanot avim.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see what I have here, please.
What's the difference?
My shloch manot is like, oh hey, I'm gonna give this to my friends. And matanot avim is like giving it to people who actually need it.
You're obligated to. They're actually both obligated to.
You got a notification.
Okay, all right. This is a pretty ghetto watch.
Yeah, right? I'm in the hood.
That's cool.
Yeah, but we're on video, so we have to stay focused.
Okay, so you get those something.
So Mishloach Manot. So Sarah, explain to me the difference in your mind. Sharon. The difference between Mishloach Manot and Matanot Leviyonim.
Can I just say it?
Yeah, but we were all spacing out.
Oh, like when you're Mishloach Manot is like giving it to your friends because like you're being nice or whatever, and then Matanot Leviyonim is giving it to people who actually need it. And, yeah.
So you feel that Matanot Leviyonim
It's
is
more like
something.
Matanot Leviyonim is actually like, I mean they're both obligations, but like Matanot Leviyonim is more like completely unfocused. Okay.
Ooh.
What?
Cool, I like that. Classified. More low key. Maybe that fits into the theme of Purim in general.
It's like Mishloach Manot is just like spread the joy and whatever, and Matanot Leviyonim is like actually, you know.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so Sarah, just start. So one is obligated. Read the first point.
He was obligated to give at least one gift to one fellow Jew, the more the better.
Okay, so one gift. Okay. Continue to the next one.
The gift must consist of at least 2 items of food ready to eat. It is preferable to send the gift via a third party.
Okay, so
Don't they have to get brachot?
yes, so we say 2 items of food or different brachos. Very good. And why is it preferable to send the gift to a third party?
Because the best way, no. The best way to do to give tzedakah is if the person who sends it on
So that does. So you're right. That does exist to a less extent in kosher. That does exist to a lesser extent with Mishloach Manot, but nevertheless, it's a really good thing. All right, cool. Where are we at right now? Who we got? Ariel.
Alright.
Rebbitzin, you ready?
Yeah.
Matanot Leviyonim. Go for it.
One is obligated to give a gift of money, sufficient for one meal, to at least 2 poor people. The more, the better.
Okay, so what's the thing that we see here? Ready food, one meal. We're being extremely practical here, right? That's what Purim is. Being practical. And I told another class that when I was in high school, I went to an all boys high school, and so it was a little bit different. You want to go to all boys high school? It's different, you know. Everything has its pros and cons. Easier. But on Purim, we rented a limo. And we went around. Oh no! Dressed up in met like these crazy costumes. I was like Bugs Bunny, and it was really fun. And really, yeah, like it was really fun. And we went around the entire city collecting tzedakah for Matanot Leviyonim. And it was so much fun. We were blasting music, and we went inside the house. We had like a blue box. Now you'd have like an iPod dock or something. But back then it was like a tape. Or a CD. No, it was a CD. I'm not that old. And we would dance. We would go around a circle. We would dance, and then there's a halacha that on Purim, you don't ask. I don't know if it's here, but you do not ask a person their circumstance, whether or not they're needy. Anyone called haposhet yad, anyone who literally comes to ask to give to them. It's a pretty crazy thing. I've witnessed wealthy families where the Baal Bayit, he's literally sitting at his desk in his like study or whatever, and then there's a line not only out the door, literally on the porch, you're going out to the street, and one by one, someone comes in, what's your name, where are you from, check. I've witnessed this with my own eyes.
Did you go?
What? Tzedakah, one of the biggest mitzvahs.
That's a huge.
Yeah. Everybody.
Did they give you a check?
Yeah, we collected for Beaker Poland.
How much did you get?
I forget. It wasn't one person. I mean, these are a bunch of people.
You can't give that much.
There are people out there that take this stuff really seriously, and it's not a joke, and it's an amazing thing, and we should really be proud of people like that in our people. Purim is a wonderful time. Okay, so where are we up to? Sarah, you were there?
Must not love your neighbor now.
Yeah, so the second point. Funds must be available on the day of Purim. No postage checks. Same idea. Everything needs to be right for you. Okay,
Here, you want to check?
okay, so Sharon, festive meal. Go for it. We want is obligated, obligatory.
Obligatory to partake of festive meal on the day of Purim.
Okay, what's up with festive meal? Why festive meal?
Gotta go all out.
Good, going all out. Where else do we go out? All out. Hanukkah, Shabbos. What's the theme? Why do we go all out? When do you go all out?
No, Mahadrim and Mahadrim.
So it's simple. When it comes to, there's an idea of doing a mitzvah, and when we're doing something, good. When we're doing something, we do it right. Okay? Excellent. Continue.
It is customary to eat food with tea. Conversations with Papa Tea.
Okay, what's up with that? So what's up with the homicide?
Cheese. It is weird.
Starts light.
First of all, what's the shorish? Very good. So Haman wore a hat that had 3 points. What's up with the jelly? What's the significance?
It's good. It's healthy. Oh, the Christians have like the cracker is the body and
Transubstantiation.
yeah.
The Eucharist.
Yeah.
No, we do not.
Only
Really not related. That is a good point. That is an item. They do believe that by swallowing the cracker, you're essentially becoming one with JC. That's a side point. Just kidding. Okay. Okay. Sharon, do the third point, please.
One should drink more wine than wine.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not promoting alcoholism because I think I'll get fired. But what is the idea behind?
You want to be okay? I'll tell you because the party went off. Bosch, Esther brought out the king, and she made him like a little bit drunk. So we just made him a little drunk, so he's like very agreeing, in a good mood. Mimic that. Everybody be happy.
Okay, good. So everyone be happy, and there's also there's it says the halacha is chayiv inish lebesume. A person is responsible to drink adil yada until he or she is no longer can tell the difference between Har Haman and Baruch Mordechai.
That's a lot.
That's like info.
So there's a lot to talk about. What is this? What is this rabbinic activity?
The last year.
What?
Yeah, so there's a whole discussion of what this really means. But the idea is that we're supposed to have an outer. The idea is we're supposed to have an outer body experience. Okay. Enough with the wine. Okay. Correct to invite guests, especially the needy, and should be focused on words of Torah. Right? We want to make every gathering, every Jewish gathering, is different than a party. When we make a party, it's a party with a meaning, with a purpose. The purpose is to remember, but also to move forward and to inspire for the future. When we get together as a family and friends, and with people that need a place, what we're doing is we're inspiring others and ourselves to continue to be inspired and good Jews. Okay? So it's not about just drinking and eating and stuffing our faces, but it's actually giving ourselves spiritual fuel and the power to be able to succeed as people in a very, very confusing, complexing world. Right? Right? It's not easy. Let's be real. Life is confusing. And when we get together at a Shabbat meal or for a Chag with family and friends, that is our spiritual fuel. That's what keeps us going.
One time I went to shul and
And if it's not working, you're not doing it right.
No, wait.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
I was studying for a chemistry test, and then the rabbi's daughter came up and yelled at me because she was like, "That's not Torah!" And I was like, "The rabbi's daughter." For my shul.
Listen, I gotta tell you, there are a lot of there are a lot of beautiful Jews, and there are a lot of people who unfortunately like to judge. And the key is to know, is to believe in what you're doing, and to have people that you look up to, and to honestly just zone people like that out, because there's always going to be negative energy out there in the world. If I would give credence and listen to all the negative things that I've heard in my life, I would not be. You need to believe in what you're doing. You need to have real mentors who are sincere and care about you. And honestly, other than that, you're always going to have people like that in your life. You just need to literally flick them off.
Flick them off.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You gotta flick them away.
I don't get it either.
No.
Flick them away. Okay. Cool. Let's just do customs, and I think, and then we're where are we at? Okay, customs. What are we up to?
It could be up to me.
I'll go.
Fam.
Many have a custom to dress up in costumes.
What's up with the costumes?
Well,
Hanafoku.
Hanafoku. Good. Hiding yourself in Hanafoku. Explain.
Turn around, not be
There's a whole story of
You
Purim
cannot
about twisty turns.
judge things based on the outside. No. Hanafoku is that Purim is revealing the hidden. So on Purim, we mock, we make light of that which is seemingly on the outside. Because we remember that what's most important is on the inside. Now that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do any mitzvahs because it's all what you believe inside. People say that. No, don't worry, it's the heart, right? I got news for you. Your heart can believe something, but if you're not doing it, then your heart, you're not really believing it. That's the side point.
actions speak louder than words.
Actions speak louder than words. But we're saying we're making light of the constant emphasis that the world has on superficiality, on things always being external, on things judging everything on the outside and saying this can't be this way. It's not a miracle. You know, it's not proven. No, we know in our kishkin, we know in our inside it's the same way. Okay?
Using his tags.
Okay. Also, okay, so Sarah,
Yeah?
read the fifth one.
It is customary to visit the homes of one's rabbis and teachers.
Read number 6. Sorry.
One should start studying the laws of Passover on Purim. That's
Why?
a little weird and
Oh,
What's
isn't
up?
that when he's not eating?
Okay. Prepare. We have this thing called 30 Yom Kodem Lachag. What does that mean?
Oh yeah, we start studying. I mean, 30 minutes, 30 days before the festival. That's when we start learning.
Now, let me say, has anyone ever, your mother or whatever, after cooking for Shabbat, she's like, oh no, I have to cook for the next Shabbat right away. We have this thing, we're like, okay, whatever.
What's the point?
Okay, whatever, that's just an example. The point is, though, is that we have this thing hardwired in Judaism where once one holiday comes, we're always ready for the next. We're always minhagim. We're spiritually ready.
We're not going to get to the point of the a few things have come up to share. One thing that was Allah is if you say one word and you give it, you're not guilty. Right. Now I know many of those people that live on some. So the answer to that is simply because they're thugs. These ones who have something. Never. Because not what he does, he does. He does, okay? Now what do you do if you get to myself? It's a word. The same. You have a commission coming on. You can lay up to half of the Megillah without about 10 outside them. So you quickly catch up those words that you missed. But I have to stress to you, you're playing with big words now. We're not going to get there. If you're serious about being a Jew, serious about being safe, at the end of the day, focus on the story. And something you know going to talk to you, don't be offended. It's worse if you
It's worse to offend Hashem.
selling your soul. So I know you all have the problem. They come and say, I want to do that. Say, Mom, whatever. Good. You don't talk out. If you have to, because old baby, well, where's the bathroom? That's not the way it has to. But anything else that you do, I'll serve you better. Saddam Hussein is not sure the war ended, so Israel had time to conflict. Stalin was going to wipe out Jews in Russia, drop dead, Purim of 1953. This is what I talk about, or was anything going on? Unless you want to find one.
Okay, guys. So final, we should have a wonderful Purim, meaningful Purim. Remember the season of in our lives. Open up our eyes, reveal the hidden, to celebrate everything we have.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop. It's beautiful, Rabbi.
Oy, oy, oy.